Hello, younger self. I just wanted to follow up on that letter with this video. I do want to talk a little bit more about social integration, but it's a great topic, especially when you're discussing equality, something that I know you're very passionate about. You were raised to be passionate about it, and you are now, let me tell you that. But to start with social integration, I thought it'd be great to show you this piece of art that I collected a couple years back. Let me see if I can get this into focus. Okay. So this is obviously showing segregation. It was painted by the artist B. Sims. It's Bernice Sims. And I got to talk to her a little bit about this piece and about her work overall. She's a very sweet lady, very optimistic about the future, but really wanted to make sure she captured some of her cultures and races' historical past. And even though it was tragic, it's something that needs to be remembered and can't be forgotten because it's a part of their culture. And it shows how strong they were as a people, or they have been as a people, and they still are. So with that being said, I thought I should go straight into a story that I actually read in one of the chapters this semester. And it was about a young black boy, I think he was in high school, and he hit on a white girl commenting on her body. And it was very inappropriate for white culture. So saying a little bit more vulgar things to us, but however in black culture, it's very normal, and it's saying, hey, I think you're hot, I think you're attractive, I would love to go on a date with you, I'd love to do other things with you. And in white culture, the way we do that is a lot of times by lying. It's would you like a drink, do you want to go out sometime kind of thing, but we do not comment on the body and things like that. And of course, I say we because I've grown up in white culture for sure. And I've been lucky enough to experience a little bit of black culture, but not really enough to ever talk about it from that standpoint because I don't know. And this class has really kind of opened my eyes a little bit more to that world and that culture, which has been really nice. But anyways, to go back to the story, the boy, because the white girl felt very offended, she told on the boy, and so the boy gets suspended. And the whole thing with this is a lot of social integration. Here's this boy used to his own culture and his own social norms, and when he thinks he's giving this girl a compliment, he actually gets in a lot of trouble and gets suspended. And this is kind of a chain of events thing. This is one example of so many that could be told with black and white culture that is a chain of events. So he gets suspended this one time, and maybe he gets suspended another time for another issue, and his grades start to fall. And then all of a sudden, you know, his grades are down, he's getting suspended all the time, he doesn't get the girl he likes, and you drop out of school. I mean, it's a very tough age for kids anyways. Never mind if you're constantly misunderstood and you're getting in trouble. So that's just one great example of social integration. It's kind of an innocent one, but it gives you a good idea of what black people deal with on a normal basis. To be a little bit more personal, I know you have a couple black friends right now. I have a few right now. I'm not very close to them, but you know, I see them occasionally, and it's a good interaction, and we have a lot of fun together. Actually, one of my friends, which I know all your black friends right now, grew up in white culture. So my friend Zach, who I'm friends with right now, grew up in white culture as well. However, as he's grown older, he's kind of focused more back into black culture, and he's accept that part of himself. And it's been neat to talk to him a little bit about that, especially with this class. I talked to him, and he kind of informed me that it's hard, actually, because, you know, black culture expects you to act one way, white culture expects you to act another, and you're kind of caught in this in-between phase of not really knowing who you are. And, you know, he didn't say that word for word, but I kind of understood it as that. And I think that's a really hard part of social integration, is kind of finding who you are and where you fit in and what you think of yourself. And that's all that really matters. And as a society, as a nation, as a world, we really need to remember that it's just skin color. And we all come from different social worlds, and we need to remember that, and we need to think of each other and what we're really trying to communicate. And this is why this class has been so amazing. So I know you'll enjoy it in the future, but I'll see you around.